For joining me today on this Tuesday afternoon. I certainly hope you're doing well. I have a fun new project for you today. It features the brand new, well, still kind of brand new, Plentiful Plants bundle. It is part of the Bloom Where You Grow, Bloom Where You're Planted. I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, Bloom Where You're Planted suite of product. Really fun and like super on trend right now. Plants, succulents, house plants are just everywhere. I went to Target the other day and they have like this whole section of plants. It was crazy. Of course, all my kids were asking me for them. So I created today's card. I wanted to add a pop of color because this is a suite of plants. There's lots of greens and neutrals and cinnamon cider, kind of rustic colors, but I wanted to add a pop of pink and kind of brighten up the card a little bit. I do want to let you know before I get started that I am collaborating with Zara from Canada, and we are putting together a stamp camp in a box for you. All the details haven't gone out on my blog yet. This is the first I'm announcing it. You'll see more kind of rolling out, but I do want to put a bug in your ear because it will feature the Bloom Where You're Planted suite of products. It is a box that will have $40 worth of product in it. It will have an exclusive bag. It will have two pillow gifts and 8 make and take projects. And then there's 2 add-on classes that you can add on to that if you'd like as well. The cost of it will be $90. That does include shipping in a medium priority mail, so you don't have to worry about tacking on shipping. And it's a great thing. I really like this this concept, this idea, because you can take it like on vacation with you. You can take it and work on them poolside. And I know everybody gets really busy during summer. And so I think you're going to really like this idea of having kind of a to-go party. So more details to come. Again, all the details will be out, but you can find the form and all the information at jamieb.com. JAIMIEB.com. There are the forms there with all the information. So be on the lookout for all of that. I know you're going to love it. I was working on the cards earlier. They're really fun. So you're going to want this class for sure. But let's get going on today's card. This kind of gets your feet wet, so to speak, with this beautiful on-trend product suite. So my card base here is mint macaron. It is 4 1/4 by 11. I had to think about it. Scored at 5 1/2. This is our card base here. And you're going to be very proud of me because I remembered my bone folder. I have it right sitting here. And actually, I found my other one. Let's see, can I find it? Yeah. Rarely do I know where both my bone folders are. Look how much that one has been used and worn over the years, but I actually know where they both are. It's kind of like a miracle. I have to like take it while I can. So I have another panel of mint macaron. It's the same card front, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. 2 found at once. Hey Karen, how you doing today? And I went ahead and embossed this already for us using the macrame 3D embossing folder. This embossing folder is beautiful. It coordinates just perfectly with this set. But I've been using it with other stamps as well. So I think it's really versatile. I love the embossed image that you get. It is one of our 3D embossing folders. So there's lots of detail in here. It's not just kind of like 2 layers, but there's lots of different depths. I also love the negative side, but I am going to use the positive here today. And again, 4 1/4, 5 1/2. And that's just going to go over our entire card front here. So there we go. Right over the front, like so. Okay, and I have to say, I have used up just about every, I have a little bit of one pattern left of the Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper, but I had a little bit of a panic because I had thought I had used this all up in my creating for the make and takes, but I had just enough left. So this is a panel, a pattern, one of the patterns. It's the one that has like the vines hanging down. All the designer series paper tends to be more graphics on one side and more patterns on the other. So this is kind of It's like I don't know, like a cement almost or something. I don't know how you would describe that, but more of the gray pattern, okay? And let's see how much this measures. This is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and then I'm matting it on just 1/8 larger. So is that right? Yes, 3 3/4 by 5. I always feel so conflicted sometimes when I love both the patterns on either side of a given sheet. It's like, oh, why'd they have to put those two together? Because I wanted to use them both. Okay, so I'm just matting this. Anytime I mat, I usually do a 1/8 bigger. Oh, concrete. Oh, that's true, Karen. That's probably right. What did I say, cement? I'm so not good at this stuff. You guys know this. Yes, you're probably right. That is probably concrete of some sort. Anyways, it's really cool. How about that? Okay, I'm not going to adhere this down yet because I'm going to want to wrap around like my hanging thread, so to speak. So let's get working on the flower, not flowers, they're plants. Okay, so let's see here. Let me show you. So the Plentiful Plants stamp set is great. Again, very on trend. We have these great distinctive looks. So Stampin' Up! Has, you can see the difference here. So this is not distinctive, this is. The distinctive has depth in the stamp and the way it's designed. And so when you stamp it, it's not just like a one even layer of color, but there's depth to it. And I can show you, especially in the pots down here, you can really see it. So we have a couple of different planters and pots, and then a couple of plants to go in it. Really great sentiments. I'm really having a lot of fun with this. Today I'm using the thank you because I send so many thank you cards. I always need thank you cards. So this is the stamp set. It is bundled, of course, with a great set of dies. These are the Perfect Plants dies. And I don't even know if this is how they're supposed to go in. Earlier today, I think I had every single die out except like 2. And so I just kind of, I don't know, figured out how to get them all to fit back into the case. But really great sets. We have some standalone images that don't necessarily coordinate with the stamp. So this kind of plant, a couple of the smaller pots, the macrame hanging thing. I don't know what that's called. And then the outline ones that will coordinate with the stamped images. So again, the bundle, you'll save the 10%. Make sure you use the exclusive bundle product number. So the stamp set has its product number, the dies have its product number, and then there's a separate product number when you bundle them together, which gives you that extra 10%. If you are participating in the Stamp Camp in a Box, I am offering the bundle at a discount that you can tack on to the price of the Stamp Camp. So again, all the details you can find at jamieb.com. But if you don't already have this bundle and you want to participate in the Stamp Camp in a Box, you're going to want to buy the bundle because I'm throwing a discount on top of it. So 10% and then another discount on top of that. So ahead of time, I cut out my macrame hangers just from basic white cardstock. And what's great about these is I left one intact. So this is like the full die. I didn't trim it or anything. But then for the second one, I wanted to have a different look. And there's so many different ways you can do and kind of chop and cut this up to get different looks and whatnot. But what I did for today is I cut out these like outside pieces, and then I cut off the bottom, whatever that's called, the hanging piece. Very formal, I know, the hanging piece. So I'm just gonna do a little surgery here and trim that off, and then trim this off. Okay, and again, there's so many different combinations. You can trim off the centerpiece and just have the outer piece. There's just so many things you can do. Lots of different options to get this macrame hanging thing to look different. Is there a formal name for that? Macrame hanging planter? It's not a planter because, I don't know. I'm just going to keep calling it a thing because everything's a thing. I'm not getting it wrong if I just call it a thing. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this one a little bit more. Okay, and then I could have kept it like that, okay, but I wanted it to really look different than this one, and so I trimmed the bottom as well. little haircut. Okay, so same, a plant hanger. Karen is saying it's a plant hanger. I believe that. I can get behind that. Sure. Plant hanger is what we're going to call it. Not macrame thing. Was my macrame thing not cutting it? Plant hanger. Thank you, Karen. Okay, so next we're going to stamp our plants in the pots. And my color palette for today is kind of different, I have to admit. It's Flirty Flamingo, Mint Macaron, and Pear Pizzazz. So I wanted to stay kind of in the green family, but more the brighter greens, and then a pop of pink with the Flirty Flamingo. So I've been using a lot of like cinnamon cider and Cajun craze for my pots. So I kind of kept in the red family, but bright. So Flirty Flamingo. Mint Macaron is kind of funny. Sometimes I think it's more blue. Sometimes I think it's more green. But today I'm going to put it with the green family. And so that was kind of my thought process behind picking these colors, is I wanted to stick kind of in the green family with a pop of color. Okay, so in our stamp set, there are two, oh goodness, I don't know what these plants are called. I should have called my mom ahead of time. She knows all these things. I don't know what these are called. Plants. You have one that has, it's kind of wider and bigger. And then we have one that is kind of a standalone. It's just like kind of one shoot. So for the one over here, I just did one of these. But for this one here, I did this twice and then cut it out twice. So that's what we're going to stamp. The one on the right, the bigger of the two, I stamped in the Pear Pizzazz. Like that. I'm going to have to cut these out. I didn't want to do it ahead of time. I wanted to cut it out live for you guys. And then the one to the left is the smaller guy that I stamped twice. Not stamping off. You could. I didn't stamp off. I just stamped him twice. Like that. Okay. Close that up before I put my thumb in it or something. I don't know. Where is it? Here. I put my thumb into something. I have green on my nail. Okay. And then there are a couple of different pots. I'm using these two guys here. This one and this one. I stamped them both in the Flirty Flamingo. Again, for that nice pop of color. Like that. Actually, oh, I didn't need to do that twice. I only need to do that once. Oh boy, silly me. And I just realized this was my cardstock I cut for the inside of my card. I'm going to have to cut another one. Oh my goodness. Hold on. This piece of basic white was for the inside of my card. I'm like, it's awfully big. Well, because it was meant to go on the inside. Hold on. I'm just cutting another one quickly. Okay. So while I have my inks out, I'm going to stamp the inside. Let me just get a scrap piece of paper so I don't mark up my grid paper. So for the inside, I kept things really, really simple. I just stamped the potted, not potted flower, the potted plant. So I did the pot in Flirty Flamingo. Okay. And then the bigger one again in the, which one is it? This one in the Pear Pizzazz. So while I have all my inks out, I might as well go ahead and do this and then we'll be good. Like there. Okay, so that's for our inside of the card. I'll set that aside, let it dry, and then we'll adhere it on the inside. And there's a couple different sentiments you can add. So I have the thank you on the outside, and you could add a little note with the biggest thanks. You were there and I am very grateful. You touched my heart so very much and love you. Any one of these sentiments kind of work with any of the other ones, which is really great. They're kind of all interchangeable, which just makes for really fun cards and beautiful sentiments. Oops. Oops. Okay, so I need this one and I need this one. And this one, and this one. So that's the macrame one that I already used to cut out my hanging, what did Karen say? Hanging pots? No, hanging potter? I forget what she called it already. Oh my goodness. Macrame thingy. That's what we're going to go with. Oh boy, it's so bad. I just don't know the names of these things. Okay, so off camera here, I'm just going to run it through, get all these cut out. This one. Be sure to head over to jamieb.com. It's kind of like my magical link. It's my catch-all. You can go over there to place an order. You can go over there to follow me on Facebook. You can go over there to follow my microblogging. That's kind of my catch-all. But now I did update it so it has the information for the Stamp Camp in a Box. And there's no formal event, you know. It's kind of like you make the cards at your leisure. They will come with PDF instructions. They will come with video instructions so that you know how to put things together. Of course, the pillow gifts, which are always my favorite part to an event, is spoiling the participants. Oh, I just totally messed that up. Spoiling the participants with some fun pillow gifts. So all the details are over there. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. I totally just cut that one pot out wrong. So look at this. Oops. I think I'm going to stick with the 2 round ones since I accidentally stamped them twice. Oh boy. Okay. And then last one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this one shimmied as I was putting it through. What are the hanging hooks? This here is just twine I'm going to use. Just twine. I'm going to show you how to do that. I hope that answers your question. If not, ask it again and maybe I'll get it right the second time. Okay, so for this guy here, I had for my sample stamped this one and cut it out. But I had accidentally stamped 2 of these, so we're just going to go with that. We're going to keep it super easy and simple. And I'm going to just put a dab of glue. Yeah, yes, Julie. So it's just a little bit of twine. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second so you can see that right away. Okay, so I'm just gluing the plants behind the pots. This one I kind of have to layer up a little bit. So I have one kind of going, and there's no right or wrong way. Actually, I'm going to go the opposite way. No, I'm going to go that way. I don't know what I'm doing. I want it a little cockeyed that way. And then this one, do I have enough glue back there to grab it? I think so. Okay. And the fun thing is about this kind of macrame thingy is that you can kind of work these plants to kind of be poking through. Whoops. So you can have it just going like over the front of them, right? Or you can kind of finagle it so that some of the plant kind of pokes through. And if you want like both of these, I did this for one of the cards for the Stamp Camp, is you just kind of bend them a little bit and you can get them both through. Hold on, I think you can. Let's just say, I'm pretty sure I did this. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I did it. Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I put both of them through one of the cards. I'll have to look. Well, you can definitely get one of them through. I'll have to look. Now I'm curious. I could have sworn I did both of them. Okay, so we'll have just one of them poking through. So I have that guy coming through, and then I'm going to put a little glue to secure him down. It's just easier to poke it through ahead of time, I think. Flip them around and glue them. Perfect. There we go. Oh, no problems, Amy. I know it's busy. Lots going on. Okay, and this guy's just going to go like that. And I like the trimmed down macrame thingy because you get to see a little bit more of the plants. And I'm not putting too much glue, honestly, because this liquid glue is so strong. A little bit really goes a long way. You don't have to load it up. I don't like it when the glue starts kind of seeping out of the sides. So I try and do like a less is more kind of thing. Okay, so there's our 2 plants. And then, okay, Julie, so this is what we're going to do for the hanging things. I know I'm very detailed on what I'm saying today. Okay, so I'm just reaching here. Okay, so this twine comes from the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. You get, I think it's 5 colors. You get gray granite. I'm going to mess this up. Hold on. Gray granite, crumb cake, very vanilla. Yeah, 5 colors. Gray granite, crumb cake, basic black, very vanilla, and white. Okay, so I'm just using the, as it falls, the gray granite one. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces. Doesn't matter what size. You don't need them too long, although I find it is easier to work with it when it is longer and then trim after. And you're just going to do like a very simple knot. I don't even know what this knot is called, but where you fold it in half and you put the one end through and then you open it up. Okay, and then pull those other 2 through. I don't know. I have no idea what the name of that knot is. I don't have, if I don't know the name of plants or what this thing is called, I definitely don't know the name of knots. And I'm just going to do the same for both of them. So fold it in half. And again, I don't know if I said it, but this is the gray granite. The Whisper White thread, twine thread, whatever it's called, would look great as well. Any of them really. Pull that through. And just kind of slide that little bit up and pull it taut. Okay, there you go. And then all I'm going to do is take my card front, kind of work out placement before I start adhering everything down. I want this one kind of in front of the other one. Hold on, I'm going to trim the bottom of this. So it's kind of poking out a little bit. I'm just going to give it a little haircut. I don't want it poking through. There we go. Okay, so let me just kind of get placement set in my head. I did this one ever so slightly. I did it 1/8 smaller than my sample one. I don't know, because I wanted to. No real rhyme or reason. Oh, goodness, Jamie. I got the placement and then I went and they moved. Okay. I need, oh gosh, look at the Stampin' Dimensionals. I've been using them a lot. Can you tell? Can you tell I like them just a little bit? I'm going to use a combination of mini and the regular ones. The mini ones are perfect for like the ends of the plants because they're nice and tiny. I can get in those little, the end pieces. Oops. Okay. Oh, I will say about the stamp camp, you have until July 9th to sign up. Let me just put that in there because I know some people catch these videos on replay. So if you're looking to sign up, you have until July 9th. I wanted to mention that. Okay, one there. Sounds good. Then let's get this guy loaded up with dimensionals. One there, and then I think mini ones. I don't want to go too far over there because he is going to overlap. I'll do one more. These ends are everywhere. I was upstairs in my kitchen sweeping yesterday, and there was a dimensional backing on the floor. I'm like, how the heck did you get here? Probably clung to my hand or clothing or something and followed me up the stairs. Okay. So, oh, I'm definitely going, am I going a lot lower? I guess these plants, I situated a lot lower than those ones. Hold on, there's a dimensional there. I don't want that to get caught. We'll go like that. Okay. Okay. Then for these, the string, the ribbon, I just kind of pulled it taut and then I put a little bit of adhesive on the back and folded it over to catch the adhesive. And then you can trim if you want, but it actually, I mean, it gets hidden. Nobody will see it there. Same thing, a little bit of adhesive. Whoops, come on. There we go. And then kind of, you don't want to pull it too tight because that's going to tend to bend it. So just kind of gently. Did I totally put the adhesive in the wrong spot. I'm going to go this way with it. So I'm sure to catch it. Okay, let's try this again. And then wrap it around, catch the adhesive on the back. Again, you can trim it if you want. You don't have to. Okay. Ta-da! Almost there. So this gets adhered to my card front. I don't think I used dimensionals, did I? No, I didn't. I did not. Here's my card front. Oh, gee willikers. Okay, so adhesive, 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 and more adhesive. Make sure I'm putting it on the right way. Oh my goodness, I wouldn't have put it on the right way. That would have been really bad. Adhere this to the card front. For the sentiment, I cut out a little rectangle from our stitch, using our stitched rectangles dies. I love them, use them all the time. If you don't have them, you should. I'm stamping the thank you in Flirty Flamingo ink. Again, I wanted that pop of color, so I could have stuck with a green. I could have used Mint Macaron or Pear Pizzazz. Either would have been fine, but I like the pop of the pink next to the greens. So how about that? Good. I was going to say, I cut that out ahead of time, so hopefully that worked. If not, I'd be scrambling to cut another one quickly. And I adhered these down using Stampin' Dimensionals, which I'm going to have to cut because I'm running low, at least on that one. There's plenty more where that came from, though, let me tell you. Okay, and I have it kind of running off, kind of covering the left side a little bit. About there. And then to finish it off, I added just a couple of our Genial Gems. These are gorgeous. They are colors Mint Macaron and Pale Papaya. So of course I'm using the Mint Macaron. I have a small one and a large one, and then another small one on the other side. They do come in the 2 sizes in both colors. And you get a ton. And they have a little shimmer to them. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. And then I'm going to take, like, where'd it go? It disappeared. The inside of the card and just adhere that to the inside. Like that. And again, there's different sentiments you could add to the inside, but I've decided just to leave it blank because I don't know quite, you know, who's getting this and what I'm thanking them for. So I thought I would just add a simple plant on the inside, and then I can always add another sentiment or just write a lot, which is what I usually tend to do. So there you have it, the Plentiful Plants Bundle. You're going to want it. Really fun, very on trend. Lots you can do with it. I mean, it really can work for any different occasion, birthdays, graduation, congratulations. I mean, so much you can do with this. I mean, they're plants. You can make it anything you want. You're going to want to add on that Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper, which is so, so pretty and just so versatile. And then while you're at it, check out jamieb.com for all my links. Make sure you add the product to your wish list. You can find my current host code over on my blog, and I'm always here to answer any questions. So please reach out to me. I'd love to be a help to you. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you back same time, same place next week. Have a great afternoon, everyone. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.